Hey guys, Dean here from Big Dog Builds. I believe we've built the F truck with the best suspension in Australia, if not the world. Check out the flex on this thing. We've started from the ground up with this build. Lyndon's decided to go with the 5.5-inch E-Venture from Carli. As you know, Carli suspension is putting out some of the best suspension in the world, definitely for the Ram and the F trucks. And this is their 5.5-inch E-Venture series. The benefit with the E-Venture is obviously the adjustability from the comfort of in the cab. So you've got full range of comfort to sport. You've got different road surfaces. You can play around with the rear shock load when you've got the canopy on the back or the trailer on the back. And this thing will adjust 100 times per second to each shock absorber. I haven't driven anything else like this one. On top of the amazing kit from Carli, we've gone and installed a full progressive leaf pack to not only suit the weight of the F truck, but with the added canopy on the back. So with the weight of this canopy, going full progressive leaf pack, no lift block underneath the rear is definitely a challenge. Luckily we've got some amazing companies that we work with. This is our R&D build, but the flex on this thing is just incredible. How the vehicle rides with no pressure in the Carli long travel airbags, with the canopy and the rooftop tent really blew us away. I was thinking it was going to need the airbags a lot more to suit the weight of the vehicle as it is now. But 10 PSI in these bags with the canopy, the rooftop tent's right on the money. And you can go up to high pressures in these bags and still get the full travel out of the suspension as well. With the Norweld canopy, the Bush Company rooftop tent, the Bush Company awning on the rooftop tent, definitely the weight is on the back here. And when you can lift off this canopy with the rooftop tent combo, run just the tray back, and you're still gonna get the best performance out of the F truck. This thing definitely does just eats anything else on the market alive. The long travel airbags in the back from Carli is, I haven't seen a better bag setup yet. The amount of travel that these bags allow, we just flexed it up this morning. We still had 30 PSI in these bags when we flexed it up. It didn't hinder the ride. You definitely feel the difference between and see the difference. It'll go up and down about 2 inches in height just with the airbags at full or empty. And so when the trailer's on the back here, using the airbags, setting the E-Venture rear shockies to 50% load, 75% load, or if you're super heavy, wind it up to 100% load, and it's going to set those shockies to handle the weight. And I don't think, I say it again, I don't think there's anything else better. Every time I drive this thing, it gets me more and more excited. I think an F truck's definitely on the cards one day. But we'll give you a full walk around, show you what we've done for this one. It is an AusMV vehicle, which means that we can run the full Carli E-Venture kit, including torsion sway bar, high mount, low mount steering stabilizer. The low mount steering stabilizer has the diff guard under there as well. And then you've got your Carli radius arm drops for this 5.5-inch kit. The radius arms themselves with the weld-on limit straps, and the amazing looking E-Venture shocks with the remote reservoir on the brackets. This comes with extended brake lines, both front and rear. And the torsion sway bar definitely eliminates that body roll in the front end, and playing around with the settings and the shockies with the airbags in the back is going to get the rear end nice and happy no matter what weight's on the back as well. You can see we've gone and replaced the headlights on this XLT model. These are the Morimoto lights. Great output over the factory halogens on this model. And then we've gone and installed the off-road creative front bar combo, the 3 laser lamp Sentinel 9-inch LED spotlights in there. It's got the steady LED light combo in the bar, and we've gone and installed a Runva 15K Runva winch. This has also got an in and out switch inside the cabin. It's got the wireless remote control here as well. Simply pop the bonnet, turn on the isolator, and then you're ready to go. Either wired switch inside or the wireless remote. Up on top, we've got more lights again. So this is the steady 50-inch light bar, curved light bar up on there on top of the Big Dog Builds accessory rack. You've got the steady 13-inch amber lights in the sides. This is all switched through the Switch Pro. So being the XLT model, this doesn't have the factory upfit of switches. So we've gone and installed the Switch Pro SB9100 switching unit, definitely the most popular. Having the adjustability and being able to dim those work lights on the sides is is awesome. The front light bar, the spotties, this thing lights up the dark like it's daylight, it's insane. So up on the rack we've also got the UHF combo with the fold down GME bracket up there as well. So this is the XRS 370 combo pack from GME, 80 channels of goodness up there. And then up on the very, very top, as you can see on top of the canopy there, is your Bush Company rooftop tent. This has got solar bracket on top, it's got a 210 watt black solar panel up there, and this is all feeding down into the Norweld power setup. So it's got the DC-DC charger there, Red Anderson plug for the solar in for the canopy power, so he's always going to have the fridges topped up. Speaking of fridges, we've got the canopy fridges. We've also gone and installed the Dometic center console fridge in this model, and that runs off the canopy power full time. You can run the fridge full time, the solar's going to be there, drinks are going to be cold in the center console, and everyone's going to be happy in the family. But yeah, the Norweld's got everything else. It's got water tank, water tap outlets. You've got the toolboxes all around, and inside the canopy, there's a bit of stuff in here. We've got some old headlights, but you've got one compressor up here dedicated for your tyres. So we're probably going to run something like a Morphlate tyre deflator, inflator here, run all 4 tyres off the one outlet. And we've gone and installed another ARB compressor in the other toolbox on the other side. And this is going to power his airbags in the rear. So you can switch that one on and off. The reason why we've gone for 2 compressors is when we lift off the canopy, this compressor obviously goes with it. And having the compressor on the toolbox, which stays on when the canopy is removed, is going to allow you to turn that one on, still do your tyres, and also do your airbags up and down with the Airbag Man pressure control gauge. Yeah, these Norweld toolboxes, great amount of room in these things, if I can figure it out. Great amount of room in these Norweld boxes. Nice and simple design, definitely heavy duty. Got the rubber matting in there, parcel shelf on top, 2000 watt and a drive inverter on this side. Still got retaining the blind spot monitors on the back. Got the spare wheels on the back as well. We'll swing around the rear. We've got to install the Jenny hitch when we get back to the shed. It's one of the final touches that we're doing here after this video shoot. Swinging around to this side, jerry can holder on the back, the ladder. There is another ladder for the Bush Company rooftop tent that I believe is accessible from the driver's side. As you can see, the massive 270 XT Max awning up there. And this side of the canopy's got all the power control unit. It's got the Cymarine screen there. We have got both fridges on at the moment. I'll just have a quick look and see what we're looking at. So you got 0.62 of an amp, so that little fridge in the front center console's barely using any power at all. 0.2 of an amp at the moment because it is already nice and cold. The battery is at 100%, so the solar's not having to do much to keep the battery topped up. This fridge is running as well. Customer collection this afternoon. I'm sure there'll be some beverages as well as some food to go in there for the drive back into state. But yeah, pretty awesome looking canopy. Nice fuel tank filler. One of the better fuel tank fillers that I've seen on a canopy model. It was quite easy to fill there. And these massive 37-inch tyres on 17-inch wheels definitely make this thing handle even better again. Having a lot of sidewall there is going to take a lot of those smaller bumps from the road surface out of it. And you've got massive 37, 12.5, 17 Toyo RT tyre. So you know how many Toyo RTs we do here. They are quite hard to get at the moment. But yeah, great looking Method 315 matte black combo here with the stainless steel lip bolts, and the black lug nuts obviously look great there. On the front wheels for the Methods, we've gone and we've added some nutserts into the center caps here. If for whatever reason the vacuum for the forward drive does happen to not work, you can simply pop off the cap there, manual lock your hubs, and then you know you're locked into forward drive and not relying on the vacuum setup. So it is one thing we have seen a couple of times with the Fords. Doing this slight little modification to the Method center cap's going to allow you to make sure they're locked in. If you are doing a crazy off-road trip, I'd suggest locking those ones in manually rather than relying on the vacuum setup. So, as you can see, I'll open the doors here. We've installed the Amp Research electric side steps to the vehicle. These have got the courtesy LED lights underneath them, which is great. And inside the vehicle, it is a stock XLT Ford at the moment. We've got the digital gauge for the air pressure control, the nice neat switch pro up on the windscreen there. But I can't think of anything else that this F truck can possibly get. He's got air on board, He's got enough power to run the fridge full time. When the canopy's not on the back there, we can simply run that center console fridge off the factory batteries under bonnet, but running it off the canopy power, I think it's going to be on a lot of the time. Cold drinks up there for the family, cold drinks in the back, your food. You can run induction cookers off the setup, and then you've got that second air compressor in here as well. So ARB twin air compressor, you've got your Airbag Man pressure control gauge in there, you've got your little storage tank in this one, both switches on from the compressor itself, as well as the switch pro up the front. A couple little final touches to this one. We are going to be installing the Jenny hitch on the rear, so 7-ton combo here for the caravan or the boat on the back. This comes with the 50-70mm reversible ball, as well as the pintle hitch. And then we've also got the AT tongue there for the DO45, which is quite popular here. The reducer sleeve then allows for a DO35 to fit in the Jenny hitch as well. So definitely the best combo for the rear end, and really playing around with the hitch, with the torsion in it, the airbags, the suspension, the wheel tyre combo. This thing just drives amazing. The massive lift on it's going to give you clearance for days. I can't think of a better touring vehicle to travel around Australia with. And then we're just popped up to A1 exhaust here, and we're going to get the exhaust tip changed on the back. It's a little bit ugly, the factory one, so we're going to get a nice stainless steel tip on the back here, and this one's done. So if you've got an F truck on order, a Ram, Silverado, guys, this thing's just blown everything away, to be honest, with the leaf springs in the rear. This is an R&D phase at the moment, but if you're interested in this setup, guys, get in touch today. I look forward to hearing from you. Cheers.